Hello everyone, I'm Anastasia signing in from NORAS. In today's session, we will be dealing with professional communication. Professional appearance and behavior is very important in establishing a nurse's trustworthiness and competence. A professional must be neat, clean, well groomed, conservatively dressed as well as odor free. The communication should reflect warmth, friendliness, confidence, and competence. So, here, this is what a professional communication is. The elements which are essential for professional communication include courtesy, use of names, privacy and confidentiality, trustworthiness, autonomy and responsibility, as well as assertiveness. Now let us look at each one of it in detail. The first one is courtesy. This courtesy must be a part of a professional communication. When we talk about a nurse, the courteous behavior that he or she can do is by saying hello or goodbye, by knocking the door before entering, through self introduction, as well as through stating the purpose why they are meeting the patient or why they are conducting certain procedures or administering certain medications to them. The second one here is the use of names. As a nurse, it is very important that you address the patient with their names and not by their diagnosis or their room number. By addressing them with their names, it will assure them that you are paying attention to them, you are trying your best to provide care to them. Here, if you address the patient by their diagnosis or by their room number, then this can send a message that the nurse does not care enough to know that particular patient as an individual. The third one is the privacy and confidentiality. Here, maintaining the privacy as well as the confidentiality of the patient is also an important aspect of professional communication. It is also essential that the nurses must safeguard the patient's right to privacy by carefully protecting information of a sensitive or private nature. The next element is trustworthiness. Trust means relying on someone without any doubt or question, and being trustworthy means helping someone without hesitation where help is needed. By being a trustworthy nurse, it would help that communication enhance the expression of feelings, thoughts, as well as ideas. And the next one is the autonomy and responsibility. Here, autonomy is the ability to be self-directed and independent. As a professional nurse, You must be the one to make choices, as well as you must be ready to accept the responsibility for the outcome of the actions. And then moving on to the last element, which is assertiveness. Assertiveness comprises of respect for others, respect for yourself, self-awareness, effective, clear, and consistent communication. An assertive person would also express their feelings and emotions honestly, confidentially, as well as spontaneously. Here, these type of people would learn to say no when it is needed. So this is the reason why a nurse must always be an assertive person. These are the elements which are essential for professional communication. Now let us discuss about electronic communication. Here, electronic communication is defined as the communication which uses the electronic media in order to transmit various informations or message using computers, email, telephone, video calling, fax machine, as well as various other devices. This type of communication can be developed by sharing data like images, graphics, videos, or even pictures or maps. So here, this is a type of communication in which various messages, various information can be transmitted from one person to the other through social media, or we can also say through educational media. Because of this electronic communication, a lot of changes has also occurred in the work areas as well as in the society, because it is through this that nowadays we are able to communicate with another person even in different countries with no physical movement. These electronic communication can be classified into different types. It can be categorized into different types such as the messaging, video calling, email, social media, the fax machine. So here, let us discuss about the types of electronic communication in detail. The first one here is the email. The email or the electronic mail is one of the most commonly used type of communication. Through email, one can directly send messages or information from one place to the other through the mail directly. The only thing that we need to do here is we need to create an email account, and once this account has been created, then we can start sharing or we can start sending various messages, various files, videos, or even graphics from one person to the other. This type of communication has replaced many conventional type of communication due to many benefits. The first one is it is easy to use. It only requires internet connection, and that the message or the information which we want to pass, either it be in the written form, either it be in a video clip or a file, it can easily be transmitted from one person to the other, even if that person is far away, even if he or she is in different country or state. The next one is messaging. This type of communication allows people to share information or ideas with the others who are far away. Here, for sending a message, we only require technology as well as the internet connection. There are different types of messengers that are available. For example, we can send messages through the simple way where we don't need the internet connection, but we can also share information. We can also send messages through other messengers as well, such as the Skype, the Window Live, or even through Gmail. There are many benefits for this kind of communication, because here, once you communicate, once you send a message, an immediate response can be provided. So as a patient comes to the hospital, in case if the doctor is not present, what we can do is sometimes they may not be able to pick up the calls if they are in some meeting or conference. So through messaging, we will be able to message the details of the patient, in which the doctor can provide the immediate response and tell us what needs to be done for the patient in that moment until he arrives. So this is how messaging can also be used for professional communication. The next one is blogging. At present, blogging is one of the most commonly used method for communication. This is a type of online journaling that can be updated daily or even more than once in a day. By blogging, it can cover all the information or a particular topic. So here, this blogging can be used as a means of communication, whereby a doctor or even a lecturer can record the class on a particular topic, which can later be viewed by a number of students or workers in order to gain knowledge about a particular topic. For example, you might have also seen that YouTube is one of the platform where various procedures has been recorded and uploaded. So we as nurses, if we want to get an in-depth knowledge, if we want to learn, we can simply open the platform, search for the video and view it. So these videos are also known as blogging, where the patient will be recording it as a blog and uploading it in the platform. By using a blog, one can also share, follow, or even post a comment. This blogging or this kind of communication is extremely suitable in this fast moving world. That is the reason people utilizes these blogs very often. Here, just by using the internet, one can view the blogs at any time and anywhere. The next one is video chat. This type of communication can be done by adding web cameras for video calling appliances. By using this application, one can communicate with others as well as can view to whom they are communicating. Here, this webcam can simply be connected to the computer externally, and through the use of various applications such as the Skype, the WhatsApp, or even the Hangouts, this video chat can be done. There are also many benefits for using video chatting, because here you can communicate with anybody at any point of time, as well as you can communicate with more than one person at a particular time. So here in the healthcare setting, nurses or even doctors can communicate, can conduct a conference with various other professionals in different places by the use of video chat. The next one is social networking. Here, social media is one kind of communication between people. Here, by the use of various medias such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, we can communicate with one person to the other. It is through these platforms that we can share information and also give places for people to work together. There is also a microblogging service named as Twitter, where one can create an account and also type a short message which can be shared to a large audience. Here, through this platform, one can share their thoughts, their ideas, as well as their feelings to a large number of people, and this can again be retweeted by the people who also resonate with these thoughts or ideas. So through this platform, we will be able to communicate the information rapidly to the world. So here, this is the reason why social media has become very important. It is through this that we can share, we can update our knowledge, as well as pass information to the world rapidly and widely. Now the next one is the telex. So what is this telex? This is nothing but a significant device for current electronic communication. This system uses a teleprinter to communicate the message from one position to the other using a machine. It includes mainly two parts, which is the keyboard transmitter as well as a receiver. This telex is also the quickest and one of the most exact method for exchanging written posts. And the next one is the fax. Here, the fax machine is a kind of communication, and use of this is increasing gradually in order to transmit messages or information which are visuals such as the illustrations, the pictures, or even the diagrams. Here, this machine can be connected by the use of a telephone, after which the transmitted document must be fed through the machine. After that, it is scanned electronically and signals will be broadcasted to the end of the receiver. So here, by doing this, an equal document copy will be replicated in the machine on the receiver's end. So this is how various materials can be transmitted from one place to the other using the fax machine. And why do we use this? Even though there are different types where we have discussed that by using the email, by blogging, we can transmit messages. So why do we need the fax machine? Because here, as I've told you, that if any document is to be transmitted, we cannot do it through blogging or through emails. This can only be done by the use of this fax machine, where the document is to be fed to the machine and another copy of the document will be replicated to the fax machine on the receiver's end. So here, if any document is to be transmitted, then the most preferable method is by transmitting it through the fax machine. This machine has made it achievable to send various important documents such as certificates, testimonials, degrees contract, or even agreement from one location to the other in a telephone call speed. And moving to the last type, which is the multimedia. The multimedia is one kind of communication system, and it is also an excellent innovation to improve the communication system. This multimedia is a blend of various social media which brings mutually to transmit various messages. The multimedia mainly includes the photo, graphics, videos, music, animation, and message. So when all these medias are located jointly in a screen, this would be known as the multimedia. These multimedia can be used effectively for marketing as well as advertising any products. This type of communication is very effective as it can transmit the information to a large number of people, and as it blends all the other media such as the videos, the music, the voice, and the animation, it would easily grabs the attention of the listener. This is the reason why this multimedia is mainly used for marketing as well as for advertising any product. Since we have discussed about the different types of electronic communication, let us look at the advantage. Here, as we have discussed about each one of it, we have come to know that each has its own advantages. However, it is also important to know that by using these electronic communication, it helps to facilitate immediate messaging, website, social networking, voicemail, email, and even text messaging. This communication has also changed completely the way one communicate with each other, because by the message which we communicate, it can be for a personal or for a business purpose. And as I've repeatedly said, by using these various platforms, by using these various medias, it would help us to communicate a single message to a large number of people. So here, being in the healthcare setting, by using these type of medias, by using these types of electronic devices, we can communicate various messages, various information, as well as we can help one to upgrade their knowledge. If we know how to use it, if we know the right way to use it, it can benefit a large number of people. So now here we have come to the end of this topic, whereby in today's session we have discussed about the professional communication, where we have come to know what is professional communication, what are the elements that are essential for professional communication, and we have also discussed about various electronic communication that we can use in order to communicate messages professionally. And we have also discussed about the advantages of using the electronic communication. So I hope you have got a clear understanding of this topic. I'll be meeting you in my next session. Until then, have a good day. Thank you.